Hi, we are working with probability, and I'm just wanting to help you set up the outcome probability table and make sure you understand the questions. Okay? All right. So the directions are to develop a simple probability model and use it to find probabilities of events. So we have a spinner, and it's probability using a spinner. Let's start with the table, outcome probability table. And what we need to put on the outcome is A, B, C. Do we have any D's? No. A, B, C, no D's, E. All right. So that's what needs to go on the outcome. A, B, C, and careful, E. Well, I don't know why that turned a different color, but it did. Okay, so those are our possible outcomes. Now we need to figure out the probability. Okay? So, number one, what is the probability of the spinner landing on A or B? One, two, three, four, five. Right? We have 5 A's and B's. We have 5 A's and B's. So what did we do? We added the A's plus the B's, didn't we? And then how many total spaces do we have on this spinner? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total. 8 total spaces. Okay, so if you just change the letters for numbers and the word for a number, you should be able to answer. Number 1, what is the probability of the spinner landing on A or B? And you know what? Mrs. Niebuhr made it a little more confusing. I hope you had an eraser. I love erasers for that very reason. Sometimes you can be like Mrs. Niebuhr and make things more complicated. Yes. How many A's? 1, 2. 2 A's. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. I'm giving you numbers. And divisor bars. Oh my gosh. And then how many B's? 1, 2, 3. We're looking at probability. So there's 2 A's on the spinner. There's 3 B's on the spinner. I think you can figure out the total. Letters on the spinner. Okay. So 2 A's, 3 B's. Change the total to a number. Count up the total of letters on the spinner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're going to replace the word total with that number. Total spaces on the spinner. Got me? I hope so. All right. See how we're filling out the table first, and then we can answer the questions. And number 1, the question is, what is the probability of the spinner landing on A or B? So now, before you answer that question, now you need to add A's plus B's. A's plus B's, that's going to give you the answer to number 1. That's going to give you the answer to number 1 right here. You'll be able to know what the numerator is. And you already know what the denominator is because you're just going to keep that total. And Mrs. Niebuhr might as well give you the answer to number 1. I've taken you this far, right? Hey, what's 2 plus 3? Nice job not needing to use the calculator. Nice job. It's 5. And what did we say the total was? That's not going to change here. The total spaces on the spinner. Good. 8. So the answer to number 1 is 5 out of 8. 5 out of 8. That cannot be reduced. That's the final answer. Okay. Like I said, I love erasers. Erase. Let's go ahead and put in the total. We figured that out. All right, so I'm going to leave C, the probability of C for you to figure out, and the probability of E for you to figure out. If you're listening, which I believe you are, because you're a good learner, I'll count them out for you, with you. Okay, let's do that. 1, 2. So 2 is going to be your numerator. That's how many C's there are. And you're going to need your total. Oh, we already have the total. The total number of spaces. So how many C's there are in the spinner, and then the total number of spaces. We already have our outcome for E. That's the outcome. What's the probability for E? I'm just seeing 1E, aren't you? Okay, so that's going to be the numerator, and then the total. Okay? Now, I'm going to read you the questions. What is the probability of the spinner not landing? Where's my pointer? Where's my mousey mouse? There it is. On A or B. Not landing on A or B. So you're going to go down here. You're going to look at the outcome. And, well, what are not A or B? C is not A or B, and E is not A or B. So you're going to take the probability of how many C's there are plus how many E's there are, and you're going to add them together. And so this is our answer, part of our answer, the numerator part. The numerator part, and we already have our denominator part, don't we? For our total, I hope you replace that word total with the total number of spaces. Right? Okay. I just love erasers. Okay. So I believe in you. I believe you have those filled in. Total goes here. All right, number 3. Do you have an equal chance of landing on either A or C? Well, if you filled out the outcome probability chart, you have the answer already. Do you have an equal chance of landing on either A or C? Here is A. 2 out of 8. What did you get here for C? Okay. If they are the same or if they're equal, then it's going to be yes. If they are not the same or equal, it's going to be no. Number 4, what is the probability of the spinner not landing on B or C? Not landing on B or C. Well, we would take a look at our outcomes, wouldn't we? And we would add them together. We would add A plus E, and that would give us our numerator, and there's our divisor bar, and we already know our total. Okay, so there's your answer to numero 4. Number 5, what is the probability of the spinner landing on B or C? Landing on B or C. So we're actually, looking at what's the probability of it landing on B or C. So outcome B, outcome C. So B plus C, what's that number, is going to give us the numerator. And then, we already know what the denominator is. So really, we just need to figure this out. We just need to figure out what 3 plus, and then how many C's are on there? 1, 2. What is 3 plus 2? Okay. And it's just Lucy wanting in. She wants in. Okay, number 6. What is the probability of the spinner not landing on E? Not landing on E. So we would look at the probability of A, the probability of B, the probability of C, and we would add it up and add it up. And that's going to be our numerator. That's going to be our number on top. Divisor bar and total. And number 7.